Now in this portion of the demonstration, we're going to create a new deployment that is going to be used for the deployment of web nodes, background nodes, TCP relays, and log relays. This is going to be one standard installation package that can then be transferred to those individual servers that are going to facilitate those roles. So let's go ahead and run through the new deployment PowerShell script. And this PowerShell script does have additional command line parameters. For this demonstration, we're only going to use 2 of them. So we'll start with the host name once again. And again, this is going to be either the vault URL that you'll apply to your load balancer or the fully qualified domain name if you're only using one web node. Next, we'll need to supply the ID. Now, the ID command line parameter is optional. You do not have to use it. For this demonstration, we are going to provide a unique ID that we can easily identify. If you choose not to supply the ID command line parameter, an ID will be generated. So we're just going to go ahead and use a simple ID name that we can easily identify. I'm just going to call this one Omicron HQ, and we'll go ahead and press enter. And now as you can see, an archive with the configuration that we specified in the new installation is now going to be created, and this zip file is what we're going to use to deploy all of our individual nodes. And now as you can see, the new deployment has been created and is being stored in a subdirectory called installations. So let's go ahead and take a look at that installation. As you can see here, we do have only one new installation. Within that new installation, we have a configuration subfolder as well as a deployment subfolder. Under deployments, you'll see that we have our new deployment that does have a date stamp associated to it. And within that subfolder, we have our customized Omicron HQ deployment zip file. Now once again, this zip file will then be transferred over to the individual servers that are going to facilitate the web, background, TCP relay, and log relay nodes.